अम्मी से बात करनी है।
तो कैसा चल रहा है तुम्हारा मिफ़ा?
It's an MFA, Mom. It's an acronym. Nobody says it like a word.
I'm not nobody. मैं तुम्हारी माँ हूँ। इतनी बदतमीज कैसे हो गई वो?
If you want to know what your daughter will be like, उसकी अम्मी को देखो।
कराची आ जाओ, मजा आएगा।
हमारी अम्मी रहती थी यहाँ 1969 में। सब कुछ ही मुख्तलिफ था। Wow.
Do you want to get married?
I'm not the one you need to impress.
I have to say, in this beautiful world of queer filmmaking, you never ever say goodbyes. You never know when you're going to end up seeing each other again. We first met in 2017 when you were a very tough character playing a wrestler in Jen Reeder's beautiful film, which incidentally, can you still see online?
You can see Signature Move, directed by Jennifer Reeder, starring me, co-written by myself and Dash Donato on the Metrograph, that incredible new platform. And of course, you can, I think, buy it on all the places you buy and rent movies. But I would love to hear people talk about, just seeing that progression of story.
You're not a one-word answer, are you, person?
Never, sadly.
So you're back now with Queen of My Dreams, which you wrote and directed. So can you tell me in your own words, without giving it away, what's it all about?
The Queen of My Dreams is a story of Azra. She and her mother, Mariam, are at odds. A tragedy occurs, and Azra has to go to travel across the world to Pakistan. And then through that journey, we travel to different time periods where we get to see her mother at a different age, and also her and her mother at a different age. So the film takes place in 3 time periods in 2 countries.
You like to complicate life. In the words of my reviewer, who really raved about your picture, he liked the fact that the conflict between mother and daughter is shown. Why was that important to you?
The conflict be shown rather than the reconciliation.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like audiences are really smart. And what I wanted to do, the movie in many ways is moments and memories, much like photographs are. And so I wanted to take us to a few moments in a time period. And I trust the audience. If we do our job really well and place us emotionally in a really strong place, and we understand our characters in that place, we will fill in all the other gaps that may or may not be there. And so, I both trust the audience, and I didn't want to tell all of the stories. I wanted to tell a bit of the time traveling story.
It's a fascinating story. Where's it from? Is it part of your life?
Parts of it are part of my life, 100%. There's definitely, I am queer, I am Pakistani Muslim. My father died, there's a tragedy that happens in the film that mirrors one that happened in my own life. I lived in Nova Scotia. That's one of the places in the film that we go to. But I think for me, what really unlocked the writing of this film and the screenplay was being inspired by the truth.
Yeah.
And being inspired by, my life and who I am, but then allowing the characters to go and do whatever they wanted. There's so much collective history and fantasy in this film.
But you're Canadian Pakistani, and it's still illegal to be gay in Pakistan. So do you show the film there? What happens with it?
The fascinating thing, it's like, queerness is so ancient. And I think the language of queerness is very new. And so queerness and transness is very common in Pakistan. But the language is different, and the way I think the politics of a day-to-day is different. So will I share this in movie theaters and have a theatrical the way I will in the US? Probably not.
Okay.
But we hope to be, but we share it sort of in other spaces um, for queer folks, and also, hope to have some good news about
Okay.
ways that audiences in Pakistan get to watch it in a new way very soon.
Well, you started this. We reviewed this in 2023, and here you are, still talking about it, still reviewing it. It's a long journey for a filmmaker. And was there a particular reason it was particularly long for you this time?
Well, when we world premiered The Queen of My Dreams, it was at TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival,
Yeah.
2023. It was deep in the heart of the writer's strike and the
Right.
direct and the actor's strike. And so it was a very complicated time. I'm in the WGA, I'm in the DGA.
Mm.
It was a very complicated time to be able to share your work or even get it covered, because people were just,
Yeah.
there was a contraction in the industry. In the wake of that, we had our international premiere of the film at the BFI London Film Festival on October 7th.
Yeah. Good old English.
Yeah. And so on October 7th, we were thrilled to share the film. And then this devastation in the genocide in Gaza also started thereafter. And it didn't feel like an appropriate time, quite frankly, for me to
Yeah.
be sharing the film.
Yeah.
Then we decided to wait and manifest our US premiere at the place that I really wanted to come back to, that I'd been at with Signature Move, which was South by Southwest. So we waited and held our US premiere till March of 2024. And quite frankly, I'd say that since we premiered since we had our international premiere in London, I don't know any sort of US made
Mhm.
Muslim films
Yeah.
getting distribution, it's near impossible.
No,
The
no, I
conversation,
don't. I agree with you. I don't see it at all.
yeah,
But what?
it's just not out there. So we've had to
Yeah.
kind of, what I've learned in the last 2 years, I've had to learn the business,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
stuff that I never wanted to learn,
Yeah.
distribution, sales agent conversation. I've learned it.
But I have to say, you've been very successful because in this age where we have an insular president, you've got quite an international connection. You've got a Danish sales office, you've got Canadian money in film, and you've got a Pakistani distributor. You've got distributors in, let me get this right now, England, Ireland, Indonesia, and somewhere that's not with an I. See,
In the
you've
East, somewhere in the East European countries.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you've, and I want people to look at this thinking, what a glamorous life you lead. That's tough work, right?
Yeah, it's tough work. Well, it's never done. I mean, I think
Yeah.
the dream of making a movie and then just making it artistically and not having to do any work thereafter, if it's an indie film, I
Yeah.
don't, I think we as filmmakers, we should go into it knowing with our eyes wide open and like learning this side of the business. And I've had many conversations with many people in the last 2 years about, yeah, I mean, that was another thing that's happened is the president we have has been in office as well. And so funds have been like offices, money, funding, everything is contracted. And so been having conversations for a year with the distributors that we have, Willa and Product of Culture, which we're so excited about in the US. And what's also fascinating is everyone wants to put you in a box that like
Yeah.
your movie only resonates with South Asian queer audiences,
Oh, yeah,
or,
yeah.
and so I've had to say,
Right.
I hear you, but you're wrong, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to give you my movie just because you tell me you think you're better than me. And
But
so
what,
we waited until the right people could come on board who,
yeah.
just believe in it as much as I do. And we are doing so much work. Yes, it is, every day is a lot of labor.
I hear though that you used to go into meetings dressed up in your wrestling outfit to scare the shit out of them.
As my what?
In your
In my
wrestling outfit from the to scare the shit out. So
That would
I'm
have
being,
been awesome. I wish
it
I
would
had
have
done
been.
that.
It would have been. So let's go on because they're shouting at me in my ear.
Yeah, I hear
What's
you. I'm sure they
next?
are.
What's next for the movie?
We are having our US theatrical. We're
Mm.
so excited. June 20th. We're opening in LA. We're in New York. We're in Atlanta. We're in We're doing Chicago on the 20th. You can go to thequeenofmydreams.com to see all the places, get tickets. I'm going to be at some of these screenings. Amrit Kaur is going to be at our Chicago, New York screenings. I know you want to meet people want to meet her. And you can follow us on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. We have lots of fun stuff coming up. We've got a great, exciting announcement related to merch that's dropping. We're so excited about this collab. It's really just the beginning.
Okay.
You know?
I'm not sure if I approve of you pimping out your actress, but that's you. What's next for you? You must, this is a long
Me.
day. Have you got something lined up already?
Yeah, I'm shooting a feature right now. Actually,
Okay.
I'm in prep on a feature that's shoot. It's a, I didn't write it, but I'm excited to shoot it. It shoots in July in Canada, in Ottawa, Canada. It'll be out sometime maybe by the end of the year. I have a couple other features that I'm attached to that are probably also they're in a rom-com space. And then I have my own feature that I wrote that I'm really excited to find the right team for, and we're sharing it around. And that's called Heirloom, and it's a queer besties heist comedy. What
I am
more?
so tired just listening to you.
Ah!
I'm Jesus. So I'll probably see you next week and the week after. Wait, you're going. It's been
100%.
fabulous talking to you.
Listen, I'm working on it. I'm
I
working on
know.
it.
It's been fabulous talking to you. And
Fabulous
let's
talking
hope
to
it
you.
won't be so many years we meet again next
I
time.
look forward to it.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Do you want to get married?
I'm not the one you need to impress. We're 1969, yeah? I should be able to do whatever I want.
माँ के कदमों तले जन्नत है। जानना चाहते क्या मतलब?
There's going to be a lot of times in your life where you are going to like things that other people don't like.
Could we have some more chai?
Little selfish, cute. You do look just like your mother did.